We're going to jump over to the work order request functionality, which is new. I'm going to first show the setup and control you have over the way the system can work from the property manager's point of view. I'm logging in to the main SPIRE site because my resident portal is turned on. I have different abilities under system administration. This is where you manage most of what you need. So we're going to start off talking about work order requests, giving your occupants the ability to either create work orders in your system or work order requests for you to approve. I'm going to click on Resident Portal Management. This gives me a variety of different options. I'm going to click on work orders. As the property management company, you have a couple of decisions to make. The first decision is, do you want work order requests to come in as requests for somebody on your end to review and approve, at which point they turn into work orders? Or if all the required information exists on a work order request, do you want it to skip that step and flow right into becoming a work order? This is the decision you're making on the database here. And then the other thing you'll see when we log in as a resident is that for those of you that use the work order system, you'll be familiar with the drop-down box to select the type of work being done. But we also know that some of you have 50 different codes and never want to expose 49 of them to any of your residents because it's overwhelming. This will display all of the different work order codes you have set up in your database, and then you're able to toggle on and off which of these should be available for your resident to select from. It can work for anybody, even if you have a ton of work order codes. What I'd like to do now is jump over to the residence view. I'm going to make a work order request and show you how that resident is able to take a look at a history of requests they've made. This is the same view we were looking at, the person that was just making payments. Now they decide they would also like to request a repair. Every label in the system is thought out because we want to make this very easy and obvious for a resident to use. So we're going to click on request a repair, which now gives me the ability to select from the different maintenance codes I configured while I was logged in as a property manager. You can describe the problem here. You can upload a picture of the problem. Once you've filled in this information, you click create request, get a confirmation, and it will show up under the My Maintenance Requests section of the portal. The idea behind this is to keep the resident informed of what's happening with their different work orders. And you can see an environment where we have a variety of different things, some completed items, an open item, and 2 items still in the request phase, which flow in to your main database to then be reviewed and approved should you decide to use the ability to submit requests instead of it going straight into your work order workflow. We're going to bounce back to the property manager's view through your core SPIRE login. I'm going to the work order section of the system and I click on requests. And this is the area that you will see where requests will show up. From here, you can review them, approve them, you can decline them. And as soon as something happens here, whether it be completed or approved, this status will be automatically updated. This is the maintenance requests view, but anything that is on the work order, a property manager can view. This is deeply integrated. When somebody makes a work order request, it doesn't wait and then sync up later on. Work order request will immediately appear in the work order request queue. When a work order is created, should you not have requests on it, would flow directly into your standard work order workflow. It is the system. It's just working really clean.